This is why you should never act tough and talk to 50 Cent.
I'm up! Right now, if you punch me in my mouth, I'm up. Guess what's gonna happen? Once you punch me in my mouth, I'm gonna get my man, Terrence, K.O. Lewis, I'm gonna get him to punch me in my mouth. Because then I wanna get double the money, but I'm gonna say you did all of it.
No, because it ain't gonna matter. Because I'm gonna take the same kind of money that you would get and get it to the homies and go shoot your yeah? Double time. Because they finally get a chance to run. Then they start feeling fun. All of a sudden, everybody don't remember nothing. No, I've never seen, like, as far as gang culture is concerned, I've seen success around it, like people who were tied to it that left and done things and was successful in their own right, but I've never seen it be successful.
Oh, yeah.
Right, as an idea, because they're all together initially, they actually kill or fend off all other crews to be together, right? And then you go, the people that become prominent or become a greater focus, they get knocked off in the process. If they don't get knocked off, they knock themselves off, knocking someone else off.
50 Cent has been in the rap game for over 2 decades, and in that time he has gone to war with more people than most artists even meet in their careers. But what makes his record different isn't just that he wins, it's how he wins. Methodical, creative, relentless, and sometimes just plain cold-blooded. Here is every rapper 50 Cent humbled, ranked from wild to absolutely legendary. Number 10, Casanova. This one hits different because it wasn't really a beef. It was a warning that didn't get heated. When 50 and Casanova connected on Get the Strap, it felt like a genuine alignment between two men who understood each other. Real backgrounds, real credibility, real chemistry. But 50 was watching how Casanova was still moving in the streets while trying to build a rap career. He pulled him aside personally and told him directly to stay away from gang culture, that the gang lane only goes to prison or a funeral. He said it privately. He said it clearly. Federal charges came down on Casanova anyway. 50 didn't say "I told you so" publicly. He didn't need to. The receipts were already on record. Number 9, Meek Mill. Meek came up as a battle rapper, so when his very public situation with Drake unfolded in 2015 and the follow-up never came the way the culture expected, 50 was watching closely. The two had been circling each other for a while before they finally came face to face. And Meek, to 50's genuine surprise, pulled him aside privately and approached it like a man. No barking, no performance. 50 said he actually wanted to punch him in that moment and didn't. But showing mercy in private didn't mean the scoreboard went away. When Meek and Rick Ross dropped their joint album and the first week numbers came in at 31,000 units, 50 made sure everyone knew exactly what that meant. He didn't need a diss track. The numbers did the work. Number 8, French Montana. French wasn't even 50's original target. He came up hard, built his name on the mixtape circuit, and when the mainstream came calling, he was running with Ross and DJ Khaled at the height of Maybach music. That alignment put him in 50's crosshairs, but instead of staying neutral, French actually went to 50's side during the Ross beef, feeding him information, locations, addresses, footage. 50 didn't keep that quiet. He went on radio and said it out loud. Then French bought a Bugatti and flexed it online. 50 had plenty to say about that too. Eventually, French admitted publicly that the beef had him feeling handicapped, like he couldn't move anywhere, couldn't expand. He let it go. That admission was its own kind of L. Number 7, Steve Stout. This one matters because Steve Stout wasn't a rapper. He was one of the most respected branding minds in the industry. The man who built 9-figure endorsement deals for McDonald's and HP and was the bridge between hip-hop culture and the boardroom for decades. When he sat down on Hot 97 and made a detailed, calculated case for why 50 Cent hadn't earned a spot alongside Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, and Kanye, calling him a relic of a moment that had passed. It landed because Stout had enough credibility for it to stick. 50 ran into him courtside at a Knicks game at Madison Square Garden shortly after. The footage tells you everything. 50 walked straight up to him, looked him in his eyes, and made it clear exactly what the problem was. He said it himself afterward, "If there's a problem, let it be. That's the part I'm good at." Number 6, Fat Joe. Joe wasn't an innocent bystander in the Ja Rule situation. He had aligned himself with Murder Inc. at the height of that beef and had been taking shots at 50 in interviews and on records for the better part of 2 years. So when the 2005 MTV Video Music Awards brought everybody to the same building in Miami, Joe saw his moment. He was presenting an award on stage in front of the entire industry and decided to use the podium to take a public dig at 50's gangster image, joking about all the police protection courtesy of G-Unit. 50 got to a mic later that same night and addressed it immediately. But months later came the move that really finished Joe. 50 sat through Joe's new album and posted a reaction video to his own channel. The laughter said everything the words didn't need to. Number 5. Cam'ron. Cam came into Hot 97 while 50 was there promoting Curtis, and he did not come swinging emotionally. He came with actual numbers, label valuations, deal figures, revenue data. Coke's parent company had done close to $600 million. The label itself sold for $80 million. Cam had turned down a $10 million offer because he said it wasn't even 1% of what the company was worth. This was peak street executive energy, and 50 sat there and waited for him to finish. Then he dismantled every number. Cam tried to use Jim Jones selling 300,000 units on Coke as proof the label worked. 50 pointed out Lloyd Banks sold the same number on a major and walked away with significantly more money. Cam's own evidence proved 50's graveyard point. The coldest move, though? Off the radio. 50 spotted that Jim Jones had been watching G-Unit and wanting his own moment, and used that to pull Cam's closest partner right out of the camp. He said it himself, "I just took the shot, I knew. We like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam." Number 4. Jim Jones. This one is still running. 50 ended up as a co-owner in the building where Jim Jones was recording his podcast through a partner named Sam. When Jones and his crew sat down and essentially defended Diddy's position after 50's documentary, comparing it to releasing someone's tape without permission, 50 didn't respond with a diss. He called the landlord of the building, found out Jones owed somewhere between $80,000 and $180, zero in back rent, and posted the entire conversation. Then in February 2026, surveillance footage dropped of Jim Jones literally kicking the door trying to get into the studio. 50 posted the clip over Biggie's Kick in the Door instrumental and captioned it, "Sam is my partner. I own the joint. Fix every door you kick or I'm going to kick your Jimmy." Jones responded by doing a tour of the same studio he allegedly owed months of rent on. It only made everything worse. Number 3. The Game. This one stings because it was someone 50 had actually helped. Game came in as Dr. Dre's West Coast signee, but when the debut stalled, 50 stepped in and rescued it. He didn't just feature, he helped write, shaped concepts, and brought the project together. West Side Story, How We Do, Hate It or Love It, Church for Thugs, 6 Records, one of the most celebrated hip-hop albums of the 2000s. Then Game came back from overseas acting like none of it happened, taking shots and distancing himself. So 50 went on Power 105 and laid the entire thing out publicly for the first time. Said he wrote those records, created the concepts, that Game wrapped around frameworks he built. He announced Game's removal from G-Unit in the same interview. While that was airing on Power 105, Game was live on Hot 97 with Angie Martinez, and a caller broke the news to him in real time. That's not a diss track, that's an execution. Number 2, Rick Ross. What makes this legendary isn't a diss track. It's that 50 came across one specific detail from before the Boss era, before Maybach Music, before any of it, and he never let it go. Rick Ross, the man who built one of the most immaculate drug lord personas in hip-hop history, had been employed by the state of Florida as a correctional officer. And as 50 was quick to point out, those two things cannot coexist in the same mythology. Ross eventually confirmed it in an interview, saying he lasted 4 months and didn't even make it to an actual prison because he left during training. 50's response was simple and brutal. He can still write a verse, but his verse always has drug dealer references in them when he's admitted to being a correctional officer. The persona never fully recovered. The CEO story follows Ross to this day. Number 1, Ja Rule. Before the vitamin water deal, before Power, before everything else, this is where 50 Cent built his name. And he didn't build it with one diss track. He attacked Ja Rule's career with relentless consistency and creativity for years. The single coldest move, though? 50 found out Ja Rule's concert tickets were available for $15. He went on coupons, did the math, and bought out the first 4 rows. Every single seat, about 200 of them, roughly $3,000 total. When Ja Rule walked out on stage, the entire front section was empty. Nobody in the first 4 rows. 50 described it simply. When he came out, there's nobody in the first 4 rows of his concert. No violence, No diss track. Just $3,000 and the most humiliating visual in concert history. That's the full list. Drop a comment, which one was the coldest move? And is there a beef we missed that deserves to be on here?